She joins us live in the studio. Alyssa, this really is the calm before the storm.
Not again. No. Oh.
You know, we're going to go ahead and go to break right now.
Yeah.
Shut up and sit down.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy in a world full of lies.
I am turned on. I'm turned on.
I'm pissed! I'm here because I'm so mad that I'm losing my fucking rights!
Need a hug? Need a
hug? Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
All white people are racist. Every single last one of them, all of them are racist.
I'm stupid, you're smart. I was wrong, you were right. You're the best, I'm the worst. You're very good looking, I'm not attractive.
As a white person, you uphold a system of racism by literally just being white. I believe if you're not spending your literal entire life dismantling racism, then you're contributing to its continuation.
I didn't do fucking shit! I didn't fucking do this! I'm not worried about it! I'm not worried about any of this! I'm done!
And people get so like, whenever like I say like people are racist, like why is it such a big fucking deal? Like, yes, you're racist.
This shit is literally so sad. These people are so far indoctrinated that their ideology that makes them feel like they're self-righteous, progressive, anti-racist is literally just a flip side of like pre-civil rights America. You know, like judging people for their skin color and shit.
Well, what'd you expect?
Look at how America intentionally by themselves destroying their own nation.
You don't even allow cops at the Pride Parade. That's why I stopped going. Because people like you attack me for wearing a Trump shirt.
Okay, I'll handle this. I'm gonna find him and kill him.
I'm gay. I'm one of you. And you don't support me. Shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear it. Shut the hell up.
I want to talk to the kids, parents, and hand the phone over to the young kids. Hi there.
I'm done. I'm done apologizing. I am done being persecuted for my strength. You people should be thanking Christ that I am who and what I am because you need me. You need me to save you. You do. I am the only one who possibly can. You're not the real heroes. I'm the real hero.
Yeah. Metro. Yeah. Drinking dope turned me to a superhero. Yeah. Hit that pill, turned me to a superhero. Yeah. Roll my 90s, turned me to a superhero. Yeah. Metro, don't trust you. I'm gonna shoot you. I'm on that dope again. I'm on that flow again.
Yeah, it's getting weirder too. I mean, it is getting weirder, don't you think?
Certainly.
They will want a lick inside your mouth.
Oh.
This is perfectly normal for them, and this is what they do to one another on a daily basis. If you can tolerate it, you should allow this, as they will trust you more and can learn everything about you as a person.
Oh my.
You want real revolution? Storm the White House. You want real revolution? You know what I mean? Viva la revolution? Do what they did in Egypt. Storm the fucking government, man. You know what was happening in Occupy New York? People were going down there, interviewing people. Yo, what are you doing down here? I don't know, dude. I'm smoking weed and fucking bitches. That's what some people were saying. Why are you there? Do you even know why you're there? What did it do? What are you doing? I'm about real revolution, man. If you're gonna do it, do it. Let's get some guns, AR-15s, Russian AKs. Let's take motherfuckers out, man. You know what I'm saying? The government should be scared of the people. The people should not be scared of the government. And the people are petrified of the government, man, for no reason. How many of them is there? A few hundred? 1,000? 2,000? How many of it is us? We can revolt anytime we want to, man. People don't care. They want video games, TV, McDonald's, fast food. They don't care. They're happy. I'm not happy with that shit. Let's go real revolution. Fuck all of that, man. Let's bum rush these motherfuckers. Let's bum rush them. They don't think nothing about killing us.
What about those who say that's not enough blood to do all the tests that need to be done, especially if someone's very sick and you're trying to figure out what it is?
Every time you create something new, there should be questions. And to me, that's a sign that you've actually done something that is transformative.
I asked them to make the impossible possible, basically. And when we do a development of vaccine, it usually takes 10 years. I asked them instead of 8 years to do it in 8 months.
8 months. In a stunning reversal of fortune, Elizabeth Holmes, once a Silicon Valley superstar, was sentenced to more than 11 years in prison on Friday. Holmes carried out a massive scheme to deceive the investors who put up nearly $1 billion in her biotech company, Theranos.
Along with that, there were concerns, well, they must have cut corners. This can't be safe.
Yes, and that was always the guiding principle. We will never cut corners.
Hey there. Is this seat taken?
You guys would have been happy it was 50 to 70% effective, and it was
95.6%.
95.6. All right, I'm a Pfizer girl, just saying. I'm not just saying that because you're here.
Brought to you by Pfizer.
Have you taken the vaccine, sir?
No, I haven't taken it yet.
They were developed so quickly. What do you tell those folks who might be saying, well, I'm going to wait a few months before I get this one?
The decision not to vaccinate will not affect only your health or your life. Unfortunately, it will affect the lives of others and likely the lives of the people you love the most.
I also want to thank Albert Bourla, Pfizer's CEO and chairman, for joining me today. We've gotten to know each other over the last few months. He's really stepped up at this critical stage.
You have not yet had your shot. When do you plan to get it?
Sooner I can, I will. Today's announcement with the US government gets us closer to our goal. To set up the goals for the next 5 years, and one of them was by 2023 we will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%. We will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%.
Your shot. When do you plan to get it?
Sooner I can, I will. Today's announcement with the US government gets us closer to our goal.
You said it was 100% effective, then 90%, then 70%.
95.6%.
Why did you keep that secret?
Have a nice day. Mr. President, I want to thank you for your leadership and partnership.
Are you not ashamed of what you've done in the last couple of years?
Do you have any apologies to the public, sir?
Of course, all of this work to increase supply and distribution will mean nothing if people are not willing to show up and roll up their sleeves to be vaccinated.
This is a case of life and death.
Hey, Arthur. How's it going?
Oh, hey, guys. Come on in.
Everything is connected. I am you, you are me, we are we, brother. There is no separation. I'm here having a conversation with myself.
Yeah,
this is God talking. This is God talking to God. I mean, like I said, you're just and your consciousness.
Okay, from this point forward, we are silent. Not quiet. Silent.
What the fuck's up with these prices?
This is bullshit.
Fuck. You can't even afford a dozen eggs. They're almost $6.
I know.
Why don't you go ahead and tell him what we're here to talk about?
I think you're gonna like what we're here to talk about.
Why don't you lay it on him?
All right, I'll lay it on him.
Hey, welcome to the channel. Thank you for stopping by. Before we get into the nitty-gritty, I'm going to tell you all about what we're going to talk about. We got a lot to cover. But before we do that, I have a very important announcement to make. You may be interested to hear that if this video receives at least 350 likes, which has not happened on a video in, well, over a year. About a year. Since my Amber Heard trial. Not important. If this video gets 350 likes, I will... What will I do? I'll suck my own dick. Yeah. Oh, I will. I'll fucking do it. I don't care if I have to remove 2 ribs and take a couple of hot yoga classes. fucking sucking my dick. And when I finally figure out how to do it, I'm gonna stream it on Twitch, where you can donate until they ban me. Look, I probably will suck my own dick if we get 350 likes. That's it. That's the announcement. Mom, if you happen to be watching, sorry, but I'm sucking my dick. Only if we get to 350 likes. Alright, so the first topic of discussion for today is parents who should be in prison. I know, I should probably elaborate a little bit. Alright, well, we're going to watch a video about a young boy who has been brainwashed, indoctrinated in a, well, cult-like manner by his mother to believe that he's a girl. And there's a news segment, so this shit was on the news.
You're a real hooker, and I'm gonna slap you in public.
You have man boobs.
Of course it is, because they're, trying to make everybody transhuman or whatever, but the mother is clearly instructing her kid what to say. You can see her mouthing it, like they have rehearsed this 1,000 times for the camera. It's fucked, man. It is this is child abuse. This is, I don't care if the kid looks happy. Every kid that's like 9 years old is happy. Wait till he's 19. Wait till it's too late to go back. You know what happens then, right? Suicide. 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 You kill yourself. That's what happens. It's sad, it's tragic. Don't do it. Don't recommend it. But if you're going to do it, just fucking... Joking. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this brainwashing story in action. Applejack, hit it.
I like my jokes to be accurate and my targets to be fair. So I was engaging these people. I was saying, why is it transphobic? And they were saying, it's about a trans person. I said, well, that's ridiculous. That's like saying a joke about Bill Cosby is automatically racist. It depends on the joke. But I was talking to them, I'm willing to learn, and I found out...
9-year-old Kieran Clausen collects crystals. She dabbles in face paint, and she loves sports.
What do you play?
I did play volleyball, soccer, and I want to play basketball.
To Kieran, who's transgender, it's not about racking up victories.
I don't want to win any trophies for it, though. I feel like that's the most unfair way to compete because it's not about winning.
What's it about?
Having fun with your friends for it, though. I feel like that's the most unfair way to compete because it's not about winning.
Not cool. Not fucking cool. You have no fucking idea how not fucking cool that shit is.
Kieran seems undeterred, with a message now about her journey.
Never stop being you. That's it.
Never stop being you.
There's so many kids that don't even have the opportunity.
You don't really think that you were gonna get through this without being punished now, did you? I don't want to kill you people. Just want to make that clear from the get-go. Yeah. You are so gonna regret crossing me in a few minutes. Fuck yeah, you are.
There's so many kids that don't even have the opportunity to express who they really are. Pants on fire.
We are acknowledging more people as who they are
Than taking something away from somebody else.
I regret transitioning.
I hate being transgender.
I genuinely regret transitioning.
I regret the surgery.
I do regret transitioning.
The second reason that I have to use pads now is because I have discharge.
No.
Until I am fully healed, there is going to be a certain amount of yellow discharge.
We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
That comes out pretty fucking regularly.
We're not doing this.
So it would be a mess if I was not using pads.
Who this nigga? All right, someone's in the guest box. Nope. Whoever was in the guest box left.
911. What's your emergency?
Guys, guest box is open. While I got 1,000 of you in here, my God.
I didn't know you were homosexual, but whole use of LGBT2A++. I mean, we don't even know where we're going with that anymore. And it's just a general charade it's a Marxist charade. Marx liked to play with words. So did Zelensky. They both thought they were bigger than their britches and thought they were so smarter than everybody. And it's just turned out to be these are two of the worst cockroaches ever in the history of mankind, really.
Does it look the same as a real woman's?
Does it look the same as a real woman's? Mine is still healing.
You're a big bloke. Oh, you fucker. How you doing, boy? You're a big...
So you can still see the incisions.
Me fingering myself in the ass.
Which are significantly diminished at this point. I'm not likely to have any scarring.
A lot of people just want to tolerate it and say this is fine.
Tolerate what? Tolerate what? Castration and double mastectomies for 13-year-olds?
Well, yeah,
no, seriously, man.
Yeah.
That's not tolerance. That's crossed the line. That is not tolerance. That is an inexcusable silence on the part of the majority, the vast majority, who knows this to be wrong in the deepest possible sense. Most of the bloody Nazi propaganda that led to the extermination policies at the beginning of World War II were predicated initially on compassion and tolerance. So this whole, we're being compassionate and tolerant, it's like, no you're not. You're aiding and abetting the surgical mutilation of minors. That is not compassionate, and it's not tolerant.
It is still a little bit swollen, and there was a setback with my left labia, but...
You'd be a lot prettier if you weren't crazy.
Yes.
It's alright to tell me what you think about me. I won't try to argue or hold it against you.
But can you imagine that in 10 years when we are sitting here, we have an implant in our brains, and I can immediately feel, because you all will have implants, and we measure your brain waves, and I can immediately tell you how the people react, or I can feel how the people react to your answers.
You do not mess with the New World Order. The New World Order is this, and it's really very simple. Even if you're fucking stupid, which you very well may be, you can understand it. Now, I know that is a mighty big, nasty pill to swallow. But swallow it, you most certainly motherfucking will.
The truth is, he's a drug addict. That's where he's going to right now.
Oh, stop this bullshit. I get it. Isn't that enough? That's good. Hey, Tubby, he's got it. He gets it. That's awesome, really. Really. Listen, Peter, come here.
Listen, we're gonna make a bet now, okay? Come on, hurry up. Sit down.
It's dark in here.
Come on, don't fall asleep. Okay, we bet, what time is it?
8:40.
That in, let's say, 12 hours, all three of you are gonna be kaput. Okay?
What?
You bet that you'll be alive tomorrow at 9 o'clock, and we bet that you'll be dead. Okay?
Six hours later.
You ever see something like that?
Springtime, maybe. Not this time of year. Come on. You can see better from the backyard.
We are now at war in Europe. We need to move to a war footing. We are involved in that. We've mobilized our procurement processes. We're gifting equipment. We need to face Russia directly and rather than leaving Ukraine to do all the work.
We will reduce the number of people in the world by 50%.
Missiles been fired from Polyarny.
Would like to take while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Oh, you wanna choke, gun smoke.
Yeah, so you have chance to help us.
That's right, I do.
We also want to have more.
I really hope that you and President Putin get together and can solve your problem. That would be a tremendous achievement. And I know you're trying to do that.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Stop calling us a porn star and a creepy porn lawyer. If you've got that big a problem with porn, do you have that big a problem with porn?
I'm not making fun of.
When's the last time? When's the last time you saw porn?
Oh, you busted me. Actually, I made humiliation porn. That's why I watch you on CNN.
No, but
this motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
Alright, so for the second topic of discussion, this is more like a side topic. What the fuck is Joe Biden doing walking off of Air Force One with a tranny who looks like, I don't know, they turn 18 next week? Who is this? Not trying to be all conspiratorial, but this tranny was sucking someone's dick. Someone's dick was sucked on Air Force One. By him. Guaranteed. Don't believe me? Well, that's kind of like a you problem. Applejack, roll the film. Okay, so the next video I want to show you is a video that a student took at his high school, and he's walking in unannounced. So he's just like recording as he walks in, and right as he begins recording, you can hear the principal say,
"We've done this with gender, so why don't we do it with race?"
Now, to be fair, there is no context to the video, but if you want to rub those two brain cells together, I think we'll come to a conclusion. I mean, look, the truth is, all we can really do is speculate or presume what the conversation was really about, but it doesn't really matter because the reaction from the principal is what makes it crystal clear. He doesn't want this conversation to be recorded. He doesn't want it on camera, which is funny because you'd think a public school system would be very open about what they're talking about. But what's clear is that they are strategizing how to best implicate their indoctrination program into the syllabus. That's, in my opinion, that's what the fuck is that. That's what's happening. Without further ado, let's go ahead and watch this recording, which is, in my opinion, very telling. Applejack, hit it.
With gender. Why don't we do that with race? Hi.
Oh, hey.
You were who?
What's that?
Anyone want to fill them in?
Okay, privilege is when white people, particularly men, automatically assume they can take whatever they want.
I'm about to show you guys what a nightmare looks like for the cool kids.
Guess how many people ran through this door in a matter of 10 minutes? I'm gonna tell you right now, there are over 100 people. That's crazy. Let's show the footage of everyone running in.
Shared from our ABC Action News Facebook page. It shows dozens of people rushing into a Tampa Walmart and looting that store. Look at this. This happened May 30th, the night Hillsborough County deputies responded to several looting calls in the university area. Deputies say between all the damage and the stolen goods, that Walmart on Fletcher Avenue lost more than $100,000 that night.
Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap.
I love scotch. I love scotch. Scotchy, scotch, scotch.
Gender. Why don't we do that with race? Hi.
Oh, hey.
You are who?
Huh?
You are who?
What do you mean?
Who are you?
Who are you and why are you taking our photo?
Oh, I'm taking a video.
Why?
What? Why
Is
not?
what we're asking. You don't have permission to.
Oh.
We're not free subjects. You ask.
Oh, okay.
Is usually how that works.
No, it's fine. I'm just taking a video.
It's all right, but we're saying we don't want to be part of that video.
Oh.
And that's our choice. It's a private classroom, and people have paid for this time. Bye.
Are you serious?
No, come please. I've asked you out. We're not doing this. Really, you're interrupting a class that these people have taken care of, and I'll just ask you please, out.
Alright, so next up is a story that I recently stumbled upon because of a video that went viral, even though it was a year after the fact, a year after the video was recorded. So most people heard nothing about it until recently, but now I have heard about it. And after doing some digging, I uncovered some fuckery afoot. The mayor of an Ohio city went in front of the Board of Education and directly told them, "We've uncovered evidence that you have distributed pornography to minors. You have two choices, either to resign from the board or you'll be charged." In my opinion, they should all be charged. No option to resign. But he's playing both sides. It's fine. A week goes by. He's speaking at the podium and he's trying to make a point. And in doing so, of trying to make the point about how ridiculous the subject is they're talking about, he adds in a little bit of dry humor. And the dry humor, well, it doesn't land too well with the wokies. Alright, these woke tards, they made this video of him comparing ice fishing to prostitution go viral.
Additionally, if you open this up to ice fishing, while on the surface it sounds good, then what happens next year? Does someone come back and say, I want an ice shanty on Hudson Springs Park for X amount of time? And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties, then that leads to another problem: prostitution.
The video went viral on purpose. Nobody should have been upset about this. Clearly, someone who is a mayor understands that there's no way you can go from ice fishing to prostitution. But people just don't get humor, and that's fine. So now that we understand better what's going on, which is there's a mayor who has a fucking conscience, decides to lay down the law and tell these pedophiles, I'm going to charge you unless you resign. And of course, the system beat back. I mean, he could have said anything. He could have said anything. They were waiting for him to say anything that would be worthy of a viral video and humiliation or embarrassment or whatever. You know their tactics. The point is, you have a mayor who's about to charge a bunch of pedophiles, then forced to resign a week later. Suspicious? I think so. Let's watch the video. Applejack. Yeah, you.
Members of the board, my name is Craig Schubert. I'm the mayor of this city. It has come to my attention that your educators are distributing essentially what is child pornography in the classroom. I've spoken to a judge this evening. She's already confirmed that. So I'm going to give you a simple choice. You either choose to resign from this Board of Education, or you will be charged. Thank you.
A sudden change of heart from the controversial mayor of Hudson.
That's right, Craig Schubert resigning, stepping down from his post after comments he made last week about ice fishing.
Our Brandon Simmons spent the day in Hudson today getting a reaction to this turn of events.
And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties, then that leads to another problem. Prostitution.
Cut!
That's a cut.
What? You can't use that kind of language on TV. What language? What you talking about?
Prostitution.
Man, fuck that, man. You the one came over here and wanted me to do an interview. Don't tell me how to talk, man. Come on, you need to hurry up. I got shit to do. Say you love America.
But I'm Chinese.
Yeah, but you're with him.
Fuck. She didn't fucking say it like fuck. Fuck you think? Fuck.
Fuck, bitches.
Fuck stick. Fuck.
Fuck. Fuck what?
Fucking with you.
Exactly.
I'll do it.
What? The fuck?
That was the comment made by then Hudson Mayor Craig Schubert as the city discussed whether or not ice fishing should be allowed at Hudson Springs Park. His commentary made headlines globally and has now led to his resignation. Schubert notified the city this morning. He wouldn't agree to an on-camera interview, but did recite a portion of his written statement.
My attempt to inject a bit of dry humor to make a point about this in the midst of a cold, snowy February was grossly misunderstood.
Michael Whitaker, a Hudson resident who used Hudson Springs Park, was the first person to bring the issue to council after he saw no fishing signs were added. He never thought it would lead to the mayor's resignation.
I had nothing to do with what was said with the mayor and everything. I'm very surprised about literally how everything has gone down.
Hudson's restaurant and catering made light of the city's newfound fame, even adding an ice shanty to one of the tables inside. But owner Kevin Altameri says he's got nothing against Schubert.
Obviously, this was a one-off comment, and that ended up going viral and caused his resignation. But
oh my God, it went viral. It went viral, which, caused him to resign. Yeah, no fucking shit. Of course, that's the point. God.
Yeah, we wish him all the best.
Schubert has been mayor since 2019 and says his goal was to bring change to the community, an objective he believes he's accomplished, making now a good time to move on.
I have therefore decided to step down as mayor to allow for new leadership, a clean slate, and a path forward.
Now, I spoke to Hudson City Council President Chris Foster earlier today. He said Schubert really is a good guy, and this proves it with him stepping down from that mayoral position.
Schubert really is the good guy, and this just proves it from him stepping down. Yeah, you step down and you get in line. You bend that fucking knee. You don't question the New World Order, bitch. You step out of line, you're done. Your career is done. Goodbye. Say goodbye to your life professionally, personally, socially. You're fucked. They don't just try to cancel you. They try to erase you. Not even erase. Stain you. They want you to be stained forever. That's fucked up, man. Like, unless you killed somebody or raped a child, I think there's room for forgiveness. But these pedophiles, they just want to keep fucking kids. They just want to fuck more and more kids. And they gotta get anyone who is part of the opposition or in their way out of the way. Mic drop.
Now council will be responsible for selecting who will replace him in that role until the next general election, which is coming up in November, Laura.
All right, and I'm sure you'll keep following this, Brandon.
All right, so for one of the final topics of discussion, San Francisco. In case you haven't heard, San Francisco recently proposed a $5 million reparations bill that would pay each qualified black individual $5 million. Let me back that up real quick in case you missed it. They proposed a bill to pay every black person that qualifies, meaning if you've lived in the state for 2 years, if you're a resident, you'll get $5 million. I mean, can some big brain please explain to me how this makes any fucking sense? Any at all. Because it's like the worst idea I've ever heard, besides, leaving Afghanistan, going to Iraq, or voting for Mitt Romney. I'm just kidding. I voted for Obama twice because I lived in San Francisco at the time. I lived in San Francisco for 10 years, okay? 10 fucking years. So I know this city better than most people watching this video. I was a permanent resident. I lived there for a decade. Now, fortunately, the NCAA, correction, the NAACP, the NAACP rejected the bill. But knowing San Francisco as well as I do, I see no reason that in a couple of years this bill won't be reproposed. And, you know, they'll find a way to pass it. They'll find a way to get all those blacks $5 million each. Do you know what that would do to not just the economy, but to the fabric of society within that city? You've seen The Incredibles, right? When everybody's super, nobody's super. It would be absolute anarchy. I mean, how do we go from $1,400 a month with the COVID relief to, oh, let's just give you $5 million fucking dollars? It doesn't matter how responsible you are, or if you're a drug dealer or a drug addict or a fucking criminal. It doesn't matter. If you're blacks, you get $5 million. What the fuck are we talking about? Now, I understand the bill was rejected, but still, what the fuck are we talking about? You're saying that people that have no ties to slavery, parents weren't slaves, no one you know was a slave, you'll never be a slave. Reparations for what? For living in America, the freest country in the goddamn world? I get it. There is oppression, there is systemic, problems that keep people in the gutter, but $5 million? Dude, the fact that this bill was even proposed on the floor is just... And no offense to the blacks, I'm not trying to be racist, but most of the blacks that I know in San Francisco, you give them $5 million, that's going to be gone in 6 months. They'll probably be dead. They're not going to invest it. They're not going to buy stocks. They're not going to, you clearly don't know San Francisco like I do. Everybody's on drugs. I hate to say it. Everybody, from the Tenderloin all the way up to the financial district, working at the top of the whatever building, everyone's on drugs. That's San Francisco. That's that city. If you think you can give $5 million to 200,000 plus black people within a 7-by-7 mile city, the city's going to implode. It's going to self-destruct. I mean, it already has been self-destructing, which is why I left, but Jesus, I'm like, people, I don't care what color you are. I don't, you know what, as a matter of fucking fact, I don't care if your great-great-great-great-granddaddy was picking cotton. I don't give a fuck. You don't deserve shit, because you are an entitled, narcissistic piece of shit, and all you care about is yourself. Me, 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 me. It's the fucking Special Olympics for sociopaths. Alright, so let's go ahead and watch Bill Maher and Andrew Yang's take on this $500 million proposal for reparations. I mean, it's all the same shit, right? Applejack, hit it!
Reparations, if you're a black person in San Francisco, of $5 million.
How? Hold on, bro. How? How you? I'm saying, how? Like, just talk to me, bro. You the police? Is you the FBI? CIA?
Really? No reaction? Okay.
And I got enough cigarettes to last me and my family for the rest of our lives. I'm rich, biatch!
All right, let me keep going. You get $5 million, elimination of personal debt, of all tax burdens, a guaranteed annual income of $97,000 for 250 years. Wow, must be some health care involved there, too. And a home that you get for $1. And the... Let's see who's clapping there.
We black people have got to get together and come up with the plan for the money. This is a consumer-based economy. You can't just give black people all this money and turn them loose on the streets. That could be a potential disaster. I wonder what would happen if someone actually did that.
Well, today, the first checks were sent out. Wendy Mullen is standing by live in Queens with more. Wendy?
Thanks, Chuck. We're standing here in front of the Olympic Liquor Store in Queens, where scores of African Americans have been lined up for hours. We spoke to a few of them earlier. Ladies, may we get a word?
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Kiss my black ass, America.
All right, well, I think what everyone wants to know now is what are you going to do with all this money?
I'm going to reinvest my money into the community.
Oh, that's a very nice gesture. What were you Okay. Is that your son?
No, I just bought this baby cash. No, straight up, though, I'm going to do the real thing and spend this money for y'all honkies. Change your minds.
On that note, Chuck, we're going to send it back to you in the studio now.
Wait, Wendy, let me get this straight. Why aren't there any banks in the ghetto?
Well, Chuck, that's because banks hate black people, but I think that's about to change. Back to you.
I bet you're right, Wendy. Hot damn almighty, I bet you're right.
What about the reparations ruling in San Francisco? Is that too far? The $5 million?
I don't know much about. I'm not.
Well, San Francisco, they are going forward with this plan to give reparations $5 million. I've said it in the monologue, $5 million, which that's quite a lot.
To individuals?
Yes, to individuals. It's said, say what it would cost.
Even I didn't go this far.
$5 million total.
$5 million and a house for $1. They buy you a house. I mean, it seems like, you know, when people ask why you're talking against the woke craziness, because it's crazy. Is it not crazy? They said it would cost and by the way, San Francisco doesn't have a history of slavery or anything like that, you know. It would cost every citizen left $600,000 each. This is madness, is it not?
Black Lives Matter activists are sounding off after San Francisco's Board of Supervisors voted this week to accept a draft plan that includes giving each eligible black resident a $5 million reparations payment. Joining me now is Leo Terrell, a civil rights attorney and a Fox News contributor. Leo, it's not just the $5 million. Let's put it up on the screen. It is $5 million for each eligible individual. It's also $97,000 a year for 250 years, which just might be enough incentive to live to be 250 years old. But there's 109 other items here in this reparations plan. What do you think of the whole thing?
I think it's ridiculous, it's illegal, it's unconstitutional, and there's no justification for those numbers.
We should merge Canada, Ireland, and Australia into one country.
You stupid bitch.
I always wondered why most music sucks.
Music sucks. I hate all music now.
And why most movies suck. I'm like,
Movies
is
are
this
the
is this the best we can fucking do?
David, here it is. My philosophy is basically this.
Movies suck.
Sequel.
Right? Sequel.
Now I realize what the entertainment business is. The entertainment business isn't about exposing talent. It's about propaganda. It's a different way to brainwash people. It's just a...
Don't say that! No!
And I'm not going to in any way allowing people to, fall alone into rabbit holes that they choose to exclude everyone else. We have to keep reaching out to them and try to bring them back.
We're your friends. We're not like the others, man. Really.
No more of that talk around with the fucking leashes on, you understand?
Get in.
We were somewhere around Barstow, on the edge of the desert, when the drugs began to take hold.
Was it appropriate to bury the Hunter Biden?
You're talking about the press doing that?
He's saying that's what they did, and that is what they did. They buried the Hunter Biden story before the election because they were like, we can't risk having the election thrown to Trump. We'll tell them after the election.
And we know for a fact that that's what they did?
Of course. You don't
but
follow
I mean,
this.
saying you know for a fact that that's what they did. I don't know what they did.
I know, because you only watch MSNBC.
No, that's not true.
Wow. This is a classic example of white privilege.
What's that?
So white privilege is when white people, particularly men, automatically assume they can take whatever they want. And they never have to worry about getting stopped by the police. And they have the inside track for any job
I got this one, Aisha. They have the inside track for any job they want.
Exactly, Gage. Thank you for that. That's white privilege.
Whoa. And we have that?
You sure do.
Stop now. This is what we were taught, sir.
We're subverting existing paradigm.
This rules. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm glad we went to college.
Yeah, like, now I have the skills for today's workplace.
Well, let's see. What should we take next?
As my first act in this reborn republic.
Let's take that car.
But that's a police car.
Beavis, you dumbass. Didn't you hear? We don't have to worry about getting stopped by the police.
Oh. Burn that shit! Burn that shit!
Does any of you know when the next bus is?
There's my lady!
This is America. Don't got you slipping up. Look how I'm living up. Police be tripping up. Yeah, this is America. Guns in my area. I got the strap.
Now they always say congratulations.
This is America.
Work so hard for
don't got you slipping up. Don't got you slipping up.
They ain't never had
no
education.
This is America.
People hate and say we
don't got you slipping up. Don't got you slipping up.
Okay, Beavis, let's tear ass.
Well, you know.
All right, now let's watch a BLM activist living in San Francisco explain to us why they need $5 million each. Yes, Applejack, hit it.
Come tonight to say thank you guys, everyone who's working on this. My mom retired here in Baby Hunters Point in 1981 from the Peninsula London Exchange. No benefits, no pensions, no sick leave, no leave, no benefits. So reparations are truly due to folks here in San Francisco.
Wait. No sick leave? That didn't get sick leave. That qualifies you for $5 million? First off, you're fucking lying, because I know the laws in California, the employer laws, and you have to be given PTO and sick leave. It's a California law. It doesn't matter if you work at a mom and pop shop or, corporate. It's the law, and California loves their laws. Just to get it straight, you think because you didn't get health care or sick time, you're owed $5 million. Yeah, checks out.
I represent the black peace officers here in San Francisco. I'm going to say this. My dad always taught me never to beg.
Never beg? Really? So you're not, begging right now? That's not what you're doing. Your daddy taught you to never beg? Well, he clearly didn't do a very good job. That, or it's obvious how far up your own ass you are, because everything that comes out of your mouth is bullshit.
And I'm not begging you today.
You, my friend, are the shining, pinnacle, poster child example of what begging is. Okay? I mean, unless you think that getting on television and telling the whole world you need $5 million is not begging, well, then my mistake. It's my mistake. I'll back that up. I'll backtrack real quick and I'll say I'm sorry. No, I would never apologize to someone like you.
But I am telling you, when my parents migrated here from Louisiana to San Francisco, it was for a hope and a dream.
You fucking cunt. Migrated. You migrated. It's a big word. Migrated. You sound like a flock of birds. You migrated from Louisiana. No, bitch. That's called moving. You moved. Your parents moved. They didn't fucking migrate. I mean, you could call it that. Look, man, my parents actually migrated from Iran and Italy with nickels, dimes, and lint in their pockets. That's all they had when they got here. My dad came from a third world country with nothing. That's migrating. Okay? And somehow he gave birth to this. So you can thank my dad for all this. It's all his fault. In a weird way, it's all his fault. You see, I thought she was going to say, like, my parents migrated from Libya or Ethiopia or fucking Honduras or fucking Uganda. I don't fucking know. But Louisiana? You don't come from a descendant of slaves.
That they would be treated fairly and equally. And for them to have had to witness the racial disparity that I received in this city as a peace officer.
Racial disparity in San Francisco? Okay, now I know you're full of shit. Yeah, okay. You're smoking crack. You are smoking crack.
Was absolutely atrocious. It is time for you to do the right thing and provide us with the reparations. Make us whole.
Do the right thing and give me $5 million. Be a good person. Do the right thing. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give me the fucking money, bitch. If you want to be a good person, if you want to absolve yourself of all your white privilege and white sins, and you gotta give me $5 million. Nah, I don't think so. I don't think so. You see, if money is the only thing that can make you feel quote-unquote whole, as you said.
Make us whole.
That's just fucking sad. It's just sad, man. It's really sad. It's so sad, like I won't even cry. I won't even shed a tear. That's how sad it is. It's like when something's so traumatic, you shut down. There's no tears. You just emotionally shut down. That's how sad I am for you. I just don't care about you. You know, they say kill them with kindness, but I've tried that, and no one ever dies. And it's kind of fucking getting annoying. Just want them to die, but whatever.
Make us important in your lives. Black Lives Matter. You have an opportunity to demonstrate this today.
Give me my $5 million! I guess this would be a bad time to plug my Patreon.
That's the kind of overwhelming, totalizing effect we're trying to create. Not, hey, I'm a fucking nerd in glasses and like my Navy sport coat talking about taxes, owning you doing the Ben Shapiro thing, but Goyim style. Fuck that. Nope, we got to go forward. We got to think differently.
Demonetized? Anybody? Fuck.
Make us important in your lives.
How about instead of seeking others to validate your importance, you just make yourself important. You make your family important to yourself. Make your friends important to yourself. Keep your relationships close. Who gives a fuck about what anyone else thinks besides people you care about? You want the government to recognize you as a millionaire? Dude, this is all just posturing. This is all just pandering. None of this is real. The government was never going to give you $5 million. I mean, maybe someday they will, because they're... But the government doesn't give a fuck about you. They never have and they never will. So if you want to make that $5 million happen, you got to go out there and make it happen. You know, make a YouTube channel. You'll be rich overnight. Like, so rich. Like Logan Paul. Rich. Yeah, he got rich. He ripped off all those crypto bros.
Do so with reparations and support Ms. Cheryl Davis with the Dream Keepers Initiative. Thank you.
Anyways, that's going to wrap up the video. I know, it was a long... Anyways, that's going to wrap up the video. I got a laughing spell. Get under control, Darth. That's the end of the video. Thank you so much for making it all the way here. You mean the world to me. Thank you for helping me fight the good fight. And, yeah. Enjoy this outro. And until we meet again, don't forget to pull out. That's POOL. And as always, stay Darth. I should change that. No, stay Darth is good. Yeah, stay Darth. And don't worry, there's lots more content coming. Don't worry, there's more content. Always. There's always going to be content, eventually. And last things, I just want to remind you, don't worry. If I disappear for a week or two or a year, I'll always come back. I love coming on people's backs. I'm a tryhard. Seriously, if you want to support this channel, all the links to do so are in the description. Peace.
You've said that both George W. Bush and his father had anal sex with 100 men. How do you know that?
Because they are part of the well-known fraternal group out of Yale University known as Skull and Bones. And it's public knowledge that the Skull and Bones organization, in order to be initiated, first of all, you had to lie in a casket and let men urinate on you. And then a part of the process, you had to stand in a circular, if you will, masturbation squad to be a part of Skull and Bones. And then you also had to be penetrated by the elder persons in Skull and Bones. Everybody knows this as public knowledge. And George Bush Sr. and George Bush Jr. are bona fide members of Skull and Bones. That means they have been penetrated by at least 100 men in their anus area.
And how do you know that it's 100? Might it have been 95?
Yeah, well, it could have been less, but generally that's the number that kind of gets the attention of everybody.
And if it could have been fewer, it could have been none also, right?
No, it could not have been none. It could not have been none, no. And because Skull and Bones will not accept you without that practice. It's hideous, but that's what they do. That's what these fraternities do. Some do even worse than that. But yes, George Bush has been penetrated by other men and has also been doused in semen of other men while he lie in a casket. Other men have masturbated in his face.
Sounds like quite an evening. Hey,
even though he's getting fucked.
They getting fucked literally though. Like, let's be clear on this. They're getting penis in their butt. No, I'm being honest with you. I gotta tell you, they getting penis in their butt.
Yeah.
For real.
A lot of these niggas have to do shows. No. This goes back to what I was asking. You really believe that?
Listen.
You really believe that really actually happens?
Bro, what? Listen, bro. Listen. Oh, man. Yes, man. You know what I mean? Listen, bro. Listen. All right, check it. That's why you gotta... Everybody watching this, go back and watch the Math Hoffa interview. I kind of like broke it down, and Math was trying to get me to say the names and shit, like really say niggas' names. I'm like, I ain't gotta do that because I don't want to fuck brothers' lives up like that.
Yeah.
But I'll say this: the music business is ran by the devil. So the music business is only designed to get as many people to go away from God as possible. So what happens is the devil needs workers, and by workers, he needs people who have influence, who can mislead or misguide people away from the light into the darkness. So this is why the artist is powerful. So the artist is the mouthpiece. Okay? The artist is the mouthpiece between the devil and the fan. And the artist's job is to get you to throw up these weird signs. What are you doing this for? This is the Baphomet. I don't fuck with this. So don't think I'm throwing this up because I don't fuck with this. I'm just showing you when you see these signs, when you see the checkerboards, when you hear them talking about demon time and drill and kill and all this shit. Even the actual beat and the BPM, it's all 808 drums. This is all low vibrational shit.
The 808 exists in the lowest chakra. of your body. The majority of content that's related to the 808 is killer or sexual content. The original 808s was even off. So that meant it's an actual sound in the track that you don't realize is there that is fucking up your entire frequency.
Two best friends in a room, they might kiss. Yes, we will.
So what happens is the artist is only the tool used to push the message of the devil. It's a spiritual war. So what happens is, in order for that artist to be in position to even mislead the people, they have to be worthy. This is hazing. This is the hazing aspect of it. So when you look at colleges, you look at fraternities, you have to be hazed in order to get to pledge, to be a pledge. In order to climb the ladder in the music industry, you have to be hazed. And when you're getting hazed, you're getting fucked in your ass.
So you say like basically
there's homosexual ritual.
The higher they get is more hazing they gotta do?
Yes, because it's more, you gotta, people listen, and it's not about being a conspiracy theorist. God said this, my people will perish due to lack of knowledge. All right? You look at the name of your show. So you got to do the science. You got to have knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You got to look at what's going on so you understand the purpose of it. Yeah. Yes, if you're in a fraternity, right? Or you're in the army, or you whatever it is, there's levels. You can't get, if you're a police officer, a sergeant, they got stripes on it, you know what I mean? Yeah. They got stripes for reasons. Them bars represents years, nigga. You heard? So in order for you to climb this ladder, every ladder of success, there's a level of hazing attached to it. These are the rituals. But they're evil and satanic because the whole industry is ran by the devil. I didn't say you can't be successful. You just can't be successful in the music industry and still keep your soul. You can't go to hell and say, hey, I'm bringing my AC.
I can't help but notice there's a lot of occult and demonic symbolism, specifically in Hollywood. And we focus on it now because Sam Smith gets up at the Grammys dressed up like the devil and jiggles around about cheating on your wife. And I don't know, Lady Gaga doing weird performances and all sorts of things. But this has been the case in Hollywood forever.
Well, I would go back further. Jesus said the prince of this world is Satan, right? Now he has vehicles to promote that he didn't have back then. So, I mean, think about this. That violinist, that was pre-social media. Now, think about all the people on Instagram that just want to be loved, and they put all this stuff out there. Why? So that you'll like them. It's all about envy. Instagram is just about envy. And
envy and I suppose gluttony, in that they call it a feed. Like you're scrolling through your feed just to satiate your appetite for pixels.
Is there anything you've done where you go, oh, I didn't like that? Oh, yeah. Really? Yeah. Are you critical of yourself?
All the time. Yeah, it just gives me the creeps to watch myself. We were doing this, the show Alpha House, and I'm running for office again, and there's a big bus, and it had like a 10-foot picture of my face on it. Just, it made me want to go back to Satan worship.
Well, I think
it worked for me. It got me a career.
You feel me? So these artists, they're getting fucked in the ass because that's their ritual. That's their rite of passage to get to the next level of witchcraft, magic, or whatever that is. And the reason why I expose it, not because I'm trying to be a cool motherfucker, is I want black people to understand that we have to stop letting these other people from not in our culture dictate how we create and how we use our culture, our projects, our music. You know what I'm saying?
10,000%, bro. I mean, I'm like one of those culture type of people too, and I kind of grew up like with that type of mentality.
But they getting fucked though. Let's be clear. This ain't no. When you listen, and these art, they getting fucked, and they mad because they can't do nothing. You know why they can't do nothing? Let me say this last thing. They can't do nothing because the record labels, the execs, they date rape these artists. They give them transformers. So they get high, they get intoxicated, and they have transvestites fuck them in the ass. They have transvestites drug them and videotape this shit. Why? Look, bro, it just happened right in front of you niggas. The nigga with TDE, bro. You feel me?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, how you got a video out of you sucking dick and somebody sucking your dick? That's how the music business is, bro. And the reason why, let me tell you something. The reason why he was able to spin it into a win is because he committed the rest of his soul. If he wasn't with it, that nigga would have turned up dead somewhere probably.
Well, it's highlighted on your show. You know, you've kind of exposed a lot of it to America.
Yeah, you know, every year in the summer, we kind of work to reinvent ourselves about how we can tell our stories better and all that sort of thing. And we really focus on what our viewers are asking about. And I have to tell you, this year the questions really changed. Because, you know, we still deal with human functioning, you know, marriage and family and all that. But in addition to that, the questions we got over the summer this year started really changing. Like, are we going to make it? Are we going to survive? What, are we safe? Are our kids safe? Are they safe in school? What are they being taught in school? Should we be going down there and seeing what they're teaching them? What's happening as far as values in this country? I mean, people started asking different questions, and so I changed everything. I used to have that studio audience out in the bleachers out there. I moved everybody on stage, and we're just having a focus group every day. I got like 110 people up there in a focus group, and letting them talk and ask questions because they're really concerned. And I just said, I can't take it anymore. I'm going to start talking about the social issues along with everything else, because if you even took psychology in high school, or you took Psych 101, one of the first fundamental principles you learned was you don't reward bad behavior, right?
Right.
You don't reward bad behavior. I mean, the world is a meritocracy. And we've somehow lost that. All of a sudden, we're paying people not to work more than they get if they work. And then we say, what happened to the supply chain? Well, you paid everybody not to work. That's what happened to the supply chain.
Would they perp walk Donald Trump to give somebody an opening to shoot him? Would they perp walk Donald Trump to put him out in the public and let everybody know Trump's going to be here? He's going to be walking here, right here, for the perp walk, for the indictment. He's here.